Hey guys, it's me here, grand piano with my trusty, not so grand piano. So today I'm gonna teach you guys how to play Migraine by 21 Pilots. It's the first full-length song I learned how to play, so it starts out with that little intro. So it just pretty much does the same thing 3 times in a row, but first one, on the left hand you have, on the right hand you have F major, I don't know the chord names, F, A, C, and then on the left hand you just play the top and bottom notes for that first one, so you play F and C, so it's... the next one on the right hand, it's E minor, but from left to right that's G, C, E, and then on the left hand you just want to play C octaves. You don't have to do octaves if you can't, but if you want to, I always do octaves like that. But and then the third one is pretty much, it's the same thing as the chorus, really, fundamentally. But then on the right hand, that third chord will be G major. I give up. That's G, B, and D. And then on the left hand, it's just the top and bottom notes, so it's G and D. So that's and then the third time you play it, and then you do the third one, and then you just do this little going down thing. So the first one, so the first one of that is just the same thing as the third chord for the other ones, but you only play it once. So oopsie, I screwed that. So then the second one is it's just the same as the first thing you played. So that's F, A, and C, and then top and bottom notes on the left hand, and then the right hand you have E, G sharp, and B, and then just play the top and bottom notes again on the left hand. So and he doesn't do it. He doesn't do this, but he does some random in the studio underground version. But I just kind of like to go. Just do a little thing there, and then you start into the verse chord, so it's so you do that twice. I played it faster than it really is. So on the right hand, it's you just start out A and B, and then A and C, and then next you go, move your thumb down to G, and then play G and D, and then G and E, and then on the last 3 it's G and B once, and then G and D twice, so it's together that's... And then so it's just that, and then the left hand that's A and E, and then you do that for 5. Oh wait. And then on the left hand is F and C, and I don't think he does it, but I do it where I do it 3 times instead of holding it, so it's... Next is it's just C octaves, and then it's and then on those last 3 it's G and D, and I hold that one because I'm special, and then so you do that twice with bass, and then next you have the real verse parts where you actually start singing. So I just move. I don't think it's correct at all, but I just move up an octave. You also don't have to. Sometimes I don't, but I just play the same thing without the bass, and then you do that 4 times, and then you want to play it with the bass back down here again. And then you do that twice again, and then you pause for the first 5 beats of the next one, and then start on that second bass chord, because he's pausing is to press thoughts, and then do it once more, and then you go, it's the same thing that you did in the intro, and then on the third one, he does do it. I don't know if he does it exactly like this, but you just alternate instead of pressing them at the same time. And then, so what he doesn't do in the intro that's in the chorus is, you gotta do this little jump up to the next one, so it's on the right hand. That's A, C, and E, and then on the left hand it's just top and bottom, so it's A and E, and then what you want to do next is you got to do that. But I know we made it this far, kid, and then so on the right, it sounds like this. So on the right hand, that's F minor. I'm just gonna take a guess. So it's A, D, and F, and then move down 1 for each note, and so that's G, C, and E, and then this is I have no guess of what chord this is, but that's A, C, and D sharp or E flat. I don't care. I'm just gonna refer to it as a sharp, and then you do that. So then, the bass for that is you play the first part. Just do D octaves. Next, E. I do octaves on this. You don't necessarily have to, especially if you can't. And then it's an F, but I press it. Press it for every note on top of the melody. So next part is so that's on the right hand, it's just C major, C, E, G. Play 5 times, and then move the C up to a D, but the other notes are still the same. And then that's I think it's A minor with an inversion. I don't know. But either way, it's C, E, A. And then that last one is that chord you just played earlier, A, C, D sharp, E flat, whatever. So on the first part, I do C octaves, hold it, and the next part, press D 3 times, D octaves. And the next one's A. I always make sure to move down for the A because he does that, and I think it sounds stupid if you don't. So you got A, D, A, hold it, and you got F, just like in the other thing, but you only play it 3 times. But I like to also play it every time, so you hold the first one that goes for 5 beats, and then I press, play the next one, the second one, for the 3 beats, for all 3 beats instead of holding it, and then I hold the third one, and then play the 4th one every time. And then so next you have that little, I want to call it a verse, but it's like it's totally different from the other verses, but yeah, it's a verse. So then I either play it down here or up here, but anyways, so that's, sorry, I kind of failed the first time, but anyways, that's A, C, and E, and then A, C, E twice, and then you go A, C, and then you play an A up there, and then and then next is C, E, G, and then that last higher note is a C on this one, in the next octave, and then so you do both those twice, and then instead of holding the top one, you then go down to E. So it's, and then so you do that, and then you go down to that B right there. And then you do both those twice, and then you move back into the normal verse I did at the beginning, and I like to play it at first, like in the same part that I do with the bass in the same octave, and then I do it once without the bass, and then I do it once with the bass, and then so after those two, it moves way up. I just move to the very top, even though it sounds kind of stupid occasionally, but it's kind of difficult to go from way up there down to this, but the way you do I do the chorus differently from the first time, because I don't do the alternate, I do this. And then I do it twice, and then the third one I do the alternate. Chorus part, and then the bridge is literally just the end of the chorus part, so while he's doing his little bridge first. And then so it's a bridge, so naturally the chorus comes next. Do the same thing. I just do the same thing I just did. You don't have to do it the way I did. You can alternate the whole time, or do it a different way if you want to, but that's just what I do, because I'm weird and special. And then so after that last chorus, he just does that little bridge, and then so it ends, he's just like, and then it just ends abruptly right there. And he doesn't even finish the line he's singing, so, but that's how I do it. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and make sure to do this again. Hope this helped you. This is a fun song, and song I really like. Make sure to check the band